wanted to show you a quick tip about, not a quick tip actually, a tip about what makes a good and bad website. I'm Christian.
I'm Brody Sonner.
And he's going to get you started.
And we're the Visionaries, and we're here with Imagination Digital Marketing. We come every Friday. We've been pretty good with it. So we're going to start this one off with, again, what makes a good website versus a bad website. So for this, this website right here, this is a company we actually do the marketing for. They're Life Commercial Roofing. When we brought them on as a client, they had potential to do a lot bigger things than what they were currently doing. They had a lot more manpower, and it could be allocated to more jobs and having more clients. So when he came to us, basically, he asked for he wanted to see what his full potential would be, and so obviously he wanted to make some more money. So what we did for him was we rebuilt his whole website, and this is what we ended up with. All right, so when we start off, what we normally do as a company is when we look at a bad website, or when we look at any website at all, we see if it can pass what we call the language barrier. So what this means basically is if you don't speak English and you're looking at this page, what would you think is being offered, and what would you think about it? So when we look at this, the first thing that comes up is a big picture basically showing what they're doing. It's on a slideshow too, which it shows all the other pictures, but it says right off the bat it specializes in commercial, industrial, and residential insulation repair. And I know I said it without reading it, but right off the bat it shows that he's doing a roofing. It shows clearly what's being offered. It has a nice clear logo on the top left. When we scroll over the slideshow, it just shows basically all the best pictures, what would represent them as a company in the best way. For this one, that's a residential roofing. The one in the past was a residential roofing. This would be a commercial, or that one was commercial. This would be a residential roofing. Then we would have another commercial roofing. It shows basically quick little bullet points on what they do, why you'd pick them. But for picture-wise, visually speaking, it shows exactly what the company offers before you even read a word. When we dive into what's actually on the website in text, all right? So on the top, one of the first things you're going to look at, so you don't have to scroll down, because a lot of websites, you have to scroll down to see all the call you buttons, the hours, and the email. This one shows the location, the email, the hours it's open, and the call button right at the top. You don't even have to click contact us. It's just right there. So you don't have to go to another page. When you start scrolling down, you see basically they have all their main categories right here of what they do. It shows just some little quick bullet points, something that they want you to see when you first go on the website, other than the visual aspect of it, which would show their business in the best way it could possibly do. And a lot of people don't offer this on their website that should. It's a huge thing in this type of industry when you're talking about contracting, roofing, or siding, is the free estimate quote, because a lot of people don't like calling, first of all. A lot of people just want to sit on the computer and get a quote real quick. So this one, it goes right up on the front page. It's one of the first things you'd see. So it shows it really good, and a lot of you couldn't miss this. And again, we're on the home page. This is before clicking anything. We keep scrolling down. It shows more of their services that they do. It shows clear pictures for everything that they're talking about. Flat roof, metal roof. It shows them doing what they're doing on there. And then again, when you go down, obviously, as you're scrolling down, you're thinking, oh, how much does this cost? So then it gets in the value of the product that they're selling, all right? It shows that their skills are great, and then it shows, again, more pictures of their work, all right? So the homepage is just, for me, it just really says what they want to. Then if you wanted to get more into this, you got the categories, which when you're picking these as a website, you want to pick simple things that get to the point. All right, so with these, they did just all the simple things that they're doing, but get straight to the point. And then the final one, which most people would click on, which would be the contact us, it's just real simple. You know, they already had this information available, but if you actually want to go out and contact them, if you don't want to call, you can go right here, put your name in, and just send a message, and it sends directly via your email. And again, it shows all the other information right there on the side. Very easy, not complicated, and it's not confusing for anybody looking at it. Now we're going to give it off to Christian right here, and he's going to show you what's an example of a bad website.
Right, so this was really good. And when I was doing research looking for other websites, other roofing companies, I came across this one. Walker Roofing and Siding. This is their homepage. So as Brody said, the language test. What would you guess this was if you didn't speak English? Because for me it was real estate. I thought it might be a home repair or something, or real estate or something. And then you look down here, you see that the footer only comes up halfway to the page. This is the footer. The rest of this is just dead space. Why Walker? I don't know. Well, if you click here, there's a why Walker, and they show a little bit more, but it's a lot of text, And people nowadays, like, it's hard to keep people's attention, and this is exactly what you don't want to put on your website, is a lot of text like this. Not until you get to this page, roofing, do you see one before and after pic about what they do. And from these pics, it's still a little bit hard to tell, like, what they actually do. Do they do lawn repair? Do they clean the house a little bit? I mean, it's just a little hard to tell. If you look really closely and take what you know about the website, you see that they did repair this roof, and it does look nice, but it's just hard to tell. Let's see. They have other services. Again, this only comes up halfway, and it's just text. This location page right here, I clicked on it, and I just feel like they didn't try on this one. They just put up the Google Maps, and that was it. And they have a contact page, and again, it only comes up halfway. It seems like they used a template. I don't know, J2 Technology Solutions. They might have used a template or something like that, and it just didn't seem like they put a lot of effort in, as opposed to Life Roofing, which looks really good. And that's about it for the bad website.
All right, guys, that was basically the end of our segment this week. So we talked about basically the few simple things. If you're a business, I don't recommend trying to make your own website because it's very easy to make some of the mistakes that we're talking about in the bad website. Just like this one, you could tell that this was probably made off a template, and if it wasn't made off a template, that company should not be in existence. But basically, it's better to stay like in your own profession. So like we do the one big thing. We believe in that. So like your one big thing, if you're a roofer, is roofing. All right, you're very good at that, and if you have the ratings, which in this case both companies had great ratings, like you're clearly good at what you do. You don't need an imperfection in another aspect of the design of something like their website to not only make your company look not professional, but you shouldn't be focusing your time that way.
Right, you want to specialize and not generalize. And this, when you try to do it all and you generalize, this is what happens.
Yes. So that's about it this week. Again, I'm Brody Zoner.
I'm Christian Hill.
And we're the Visionaries, and we work for Imagination Digital Marketing.